Before we start building applications with Python and Django, let's introduce ourselves to the Python package index. The Python package index, or PyPI, is a repository of software. This is utilized for the Python programming language. To navigate to the website address is pypi.org, or just type Python package index or PyPI into Google. On navigating to the site, you will be presented with a search box here. So we can search for common software which we can download and utilize. Say, for example, here we'll be utilizing the Django framework. So let's type in Django. And you can see that it gives us a wonderful list of different Django applications or Django packages. So here at the top here, we have Django 4.1.1, which is the latest version of Django. So head into that and you can see that we're provided information about how to install the package here, pip install Django, as well as additional information that we might need in order to work with or interact with this package. In addition to Django, you can see here there is over 400,000 projects in this Python package index library. And it's well worth thinking about utilizing or exploring this package index when you're developing a new Python application. Sometimes you simply don't want to reinvent the wheel. If there's a specific function or tool that's required to be integrated within your application, then why reinvent the wheel? There may already be a package available for you to utilize so that you can download and integrate it into your application. Of course, it's always good to check the license of the package to make sure that it's suitable for your project. We've now seen that the Python package index is a repository of software or packages that we can utilize within our Django or Python applications. In order to interact, download, uninstall packages from the Python package index, we are going to need an additional piece of software to perform these tasks. Pip is the standard package manager for Python. When you install Python, download and install Python, it comes as standard. So pip is a package manager for Python. It's going to allow us to download packages from the Python package index. And in addition to that, it's also going to give us the tools, for example, to delete, uninstall packages from our operating system or our virtual environment. Although there are many different commands that we can utilize with pip, here are 4 commands that's well worth taking a note of. First of all, pip install. So ignore the dollar here, that just refers to the fact that we're just referring to the start of a new command line. So pip install and then the name of the actual application you want to install. Of course, you'll need to get that name from the Python package index. So pip install and then the name. So that's the first command. Pip uninstall. So if you want to uninstall any of the packages that you've installed, use pip uninstall and then the name of the package. So ... will be where the name of the package will go. Now, if you're not too sure what packages have been installed, you can potentially use pip list. That will list all the packages that have been installed. And then finally, pip freeze. As the command suggests, this is a very useful command to list all the installed packages but save it to a new file. So pip freeze, and then you can see we have the right chevron here. Basically what we're doing here, we're going to list all the packages that have been installed, but we're going to save that to a file, and we're going to save that to requirements.txt. You can call the file whatever you like, but generally the general de jure standard, if you like, is to utilize the name requirements.txt. As the name implies, requirements. So if you want to replicate an application that's already been built but requires packages, then you're going to need to know a list of all the packages that are required in order to start that application. So take, for example, Django. When we install Django, you will see that in actual fact, it installs multiple packages. Now, in order for us to replicate that installation, maybe on another virtual environment, maybe on another computer, we're going to need to know what software we're going to need, what packages are going to be needed, and potentially what version of those packages are going to be needed in order to replicate your initial working environment. We will see all of these commands in action throughout this course.